Hello, I'm Kenyatta O'Neill. It's nice to meet all y'all.
And give them your age and your preferred pronouns, please.
Okay, so I am 30 years old, and my preferred pronouns are they, them. Yeah.
And where are you located?
I'm located in Los Angeles, California.
Yes, bright lights and movie stars. Are you pursuing a career in entertainment?
I am, and also a therapist degree. We got all the hyphens over here.
Baby, let's find out we kindred spirits. When is your birthday or zodiac sign?
It's January 27th. I am an Aquarius.
Oh, do side note question for my future dating life. Do you think that an Aquarius and a Virgo could date? Have you ever dated a Virgo?
I sure have. As an Aquarius, as long as we have clear communication, things tend to just go very smoothly. Um, I will say that the more you communicate, the more you communicate clearly, the easier it is. The relationship is going to be with us. Sometimes it can get a little confusing, but 9 times out of 10, if we there, we there. We're
Okay.
like all the we like all the air signs. If we here, we're present.
What is your sexual orientation, if you don't mind sharing?
Okay, I would say pansexual, leaning more towards masculine energy. If I was
More
gonna,
toward andro?
yeah. Um, but I'm also like really open to people that are super direct and again super clear with how they communicate their feelings and their emotions.
It depends on the person, it sounds like.
It sure does. Because I am not attracted to insecurities. I'm also not attracted to someone who we can have like real deep conversations. Also, if it's surface level, that's what we'll have. That's what we'll develop. It's a surface level relationship.
It sounds like you may have some demisexual traits up in there as well.
Yeah, we got to build a relationship.
But do you have any other appearance preference, or do you have any appearance preferences for a partner at all?
um, I've dated femme queens. I've dated butch queens. I've dated yeah, like masculine energy. I've dated women.
Would you consider yourself more of a dominant or submissive?
Mm. Submissive.
Okay,
Um, yeah, I would
okay.
consider more of a
And
submissive.
how long have you been single?
Damn, almost a year. Yeah, almost a year. I've been single.
The last time that you had sex?
Ooh, was it May? No, not May. Had to have been March.
And for anyone interested, would they have to be concerned about that person?
Mm-mm. I've gotten checks since then. So we're all Gucci.
What are some of your strengths?
My strengths tend to be super loving. Um, I'm a great listener. Going to school for therapy, so I can't turn that thing off. So if you want to talk, I'll more than likely be hearing you. And I tend to be very loving when I'm in a relationship with someone. I'm in my second year. We're about to start practicum.
Okay. Okay. With your last breakup, why would you say that y'all broke up?
Lack of communication, and also like how our love styles were very different. My love style is very much so acts of service and quality time. I feel like their love language was physical touch and quality time, and sometimes there was a little bit of lack of communication with that. Um, yeah, and I'm also learning as an Aquarius. I tend to be like I go with the flow when it comes to relationships, and this individual had an expectation within it, and I had told them in the beginning something like, "Hey, I don't think we should be dating because I'm in the midst of my healing journey. And they were like, okay. We started hanging out. We got to know each other a little bit better, and they were like, come on, give me a chance. So then I was like, all right. And then I did. I said yes. And then a bunch of things happened, and then I was like, okay, I don't feel safe in this relationship.
Mm,
Is that the more I was in the relationship, the more I could see that we weren't
compatible.
compatible. Yeah.
Would you say that being on your healing journey is the main reason that you're single now?
After that relationship, I really had to process how I invited energies into this space, into this vessel. Especially because during that time I was like really gun ho about my non-binariness and like figuring out what trans femininity looks like on me and how
Hmm.
I wanted to present for the world. And there was just a lot of things, and they were also going through that journey as well. So it was just a lot of a lot of like growing and learning and healing spaces within my own body. So yes, I would say, um, as of right now, my healing journey is at a point to where I'm like, oh, I understand why I do the things that I do. I understand why I communicate in this way. Oh, it's a trauma. Oh, that's a trauma response. Okay, let's breathe through this.
The emotional awareness as a mental health professional, I love to see it. I love to see it, especially in someone who's Black and queer. Night in or night out?
Ooh, both? Question mark. Um, it literally like I love being surprised. So I feel like a huge component of any relationship, at least with me, is like, all right, let's tonight. I feel like going out. You want to go out? Oh, okay. Yes, and
So you're spontaneous.
hmm yeah, I keep things open. You never know. There might be a night where you want to go out. Let's. All right, babe. I had a good day. Let's go out. All
Hmm.
right, babe. I want to make. Can you make me some greens? And I'm Southern, so can you make me some greens, some fried chicken, whatever? I'm like, okay. I guess we're staying in. Like, you give me a house, I'll give you a home. Cancer rising.
Do you live alone?
um, no, I live in communal living. Um, here in the beautiful Los Angeles.
That's
It's
not
not.
surprising in Los Angeles, especially right now. Do you drive?
Yes, I do drive.
How long would you say that you've been going on your trans journey thus far?
Since March. And then I guess before that, most of the pandemic. And then before that, finding out that I was like queer in 2018 was crazy. I was in a show, a musical, and the part that I was playing showed me, oh, okay, I am non-binary. And then 2 years later, I discovered more things about what non-binary looks like on me. And then I was like, well, I guess I'm femme presenting. And then I moved here to California and started learning more about trans identity, and then really just coming to terms with that and like really listening to my insides versus what was going on in my brain, um, and unprocessing my transphobia, my homophobia. Um,
Are you looking for monogamy or non-monogamy?
in my relationship, monogamy.
Okay. So what are you doing now for a living?
So I am in school full time, so that's what's gonna pay for the housing. But I just said yes to a show, so I'm doing that. Josephine, if you're in LA, pull up. Thank you. It's a beautiful show. I'm super excited. I feel super privileged to be a part of it. So musical theater is what I'm doing. I'm also gonna say yes to this life coaching job if we have an interview for it. So
Anything sexual that you think a potential partner should be aware of?
I am kink friendly. I am a firm believer that BDSM does help in like a lot of trauma, especially when you're trying to get your partner comfortable with you, and also the stuff that's happened in your past and what you like and what you don't like and things that you want to explore. I feel like those things are super important in any relationship. I feel like if the powers that are over us were having the right kind of sex in the light, they would be more comfortable with other lifestyles that don't resonate with the public. So,
Do you smoke or drink?
oh yeah, I'm a smoker. I'm a firm believer that um, 420 is medicine. It
I realized that I do a lot of smoking online with no context. And I'm sure a lot of people like, how the fuck do she keep her job? Number one, I am a medical cannabis patient. All of the marijuana I smoke and everywhere you see me smoke it, it is completely legal. Um, Number two, I'm also an advocate for medical marijuana. I That is actually one of the things that I do with my job. I help to get my mental health patients off of pharmaceuticals if I know that cannabis or CBD or other holistic treatments will work for them. Would you prefer that person be in LA?
um essentially yes. I I like being able to have my partner close to me. Um, I've tried long distance and it just, I don't know how to communicate like through those spaces. But I'm definitely willing um, to explore if it's real and authentic. Um, then I'm definitely going to be like, okay, well, let's try it out and see what happens. But I would prefer you be close to me so that I can, you want to come over, hang out for a little bit, come over to your space, and hang out for a little bit.
Hmm. Maintain those boundaries, friend. You can go with the flow and still maintain your boundaries.
Ah, thank you. Thank you for that reminder.
You need somebody who's going to at least allow you to be important 50% of the time. At least 50% of the time.
That's all I'm asking for. I'm not even asking for the 80/20 that they normally give you.
I got to settle for 80/20. I'm going to just adopt some kids to take care of me in my old age. That's all. Do you have a income preference for a partner? Do they have to make a certain amount?
Mm-mm. As long as you are comfortable and you have passion and you are going for your dreams and goals, come on. If I have to pay for the house, I will. I'm going to school for psychology and I know I'm going to be living in multiple spaces. So just you be comfortable with your job.
Deal breakers. What are some deal breakers for a potential partner?
Um, if you aren't gentle, I don't want you. I just I need gentleness in this life. I just the next relationship I just need somebody that's super big on harm reduction and gentleness. Um Also you be comfortable in who you are. I'm not trying to date somebody who's not trying to like grow also. Um, if you're not comfortable in who you are, then let's grow together as you figure out who you actually want to be. Um, I say when I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm looking for two things: intimacy and authenticity. Those are the two things that I'm looking for. It's not too difficult, it's not too hard. If you can be your authentic self, that means I get to be my authentic self. If you are intimate with me, that means that we can both be vulnerable with each other. Those two things are just so important for me. And gentleness and harm reduction. That's it.
What is your age range for dating?
Um, I want to say closer to my age, but I am also willing to, if we communicate well, I'm willing to go if you're in your 20s, I'm willing to like let's have a conversation about where you are mentally. Um, it's all about mind. The mind is the biggest sex organ on this body. If you can stimulate this mind, then whew, that's half the battle.
What age do you is your max?
I'll say late 40s. Yeah,
Okay.
late 40s.
Okay. Somebody around your age. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Are you willing to relocate for love?
Child, yes. But I also know I got to get this license. So if you live in California, let me know. I got to stay here till I get the license. But after that, we can live wherever.
Okay. I got two more questions for you, friend. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Whew. In 5 years, working
Mhm.
on my next degree, hopefully, which is my doctorate. Um, like
Mhm.
getting the well, actually, no, it's working on my voice degree, getting going for voice pedagogy, because a part of my doctorate is to I'm creating a whole entire like system of thought where artists get to come into my space and we get to work together and we get to use their healing modality to help them open doors for their trauma. Um, and I know I'm gonna have to learn other different types of artistries and have degrees in those artistries so that people will trust me.
You,
Coining the term Renaissance therapist.
what would make you a good partner?
I would say just my heart in general. I have so much love to give. Um, I'm so southern to the core of my being. So, like, all I want to do is take care of you at the end of the day. And I want to learn. I'm always willing to learn from my partner. So, yeah, it's a learning spirit. You want a house? You give me a house, I'll make a home out of it. Um, yeah, these are the things that make me a good partner. Okay, so I am on the Instagram as Kenyatta O'Neal. I'm also on Tickety Talk. I think it's smiling from ear to ear. SMILING4MEARTOEAR. Smiling from ear to ear.